John Humphreys of Seether joins me, Ned, on the Underground to talk all things their brand new album, The Surface Seems So Far. John, how are you, man?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. We just finished up rehearsals for the U.S. tour that starts here in a couple of days, and yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, man, the album is absolutely brilliant. 9 studio albums down now, John. Does it blow your mind to see how far you've come?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And I feel we all are, truly fortunate that I'm talking to you about a new Seether album about to come out. I mean, yeah, I've been the drummer now in 21 years. It's hard to
Yep.
believe, and we're still going strong, and we have new music coming out, and that's amazing. Yeah, it feels great.
Oh, that's awesome. So how was the recording process this time round? You guys have achieved so much. Did you take a different sort of outlet going in, or was it the same sort of, like, you're onto something good, so you're just going to go in that direction, or how did you go into recording it?
Yeah, so these last three, starting with Poison the Parish, Sean has produced. So by now, this is the third album, we kind of have the system down. So Sean will send us demos for us to all kind of learn the songs and our respective parts. And then when I go in to do drums, I'm the drummer, so I'm the first sort of thing that's recorded as the foundation of the songs. I replace the drum machine stuff with live drums.
Nice.
And I play to those tracks. So that allowed Sean to kind of sit in the control room and make any suggestions and kind of listen and put his producer's hat on and not have to worry about playing the song or his guitar part or singing or anything. He just can focus on, in my case, just, the drums as we're recording them. So yeah, this is the third album we've done this way. We've worked with some amazing producers through the years. We've learned a lot, and we've been, we're pretty unique in that case, in that respect. We're self-contained. Sean writes all the music, no outside songwriters, and we produce the stuff ourselves.
Yeah, I love that right there, man, and absolutely love everything about it, including the visuals for it. Like the album artwork and stuff like that is very cool, John. Who's behind that?
Yeah, the album artwork is Sean Koss, and yes, and he's done the last three albums as well. And he's great. So Sean will send him, the tracks from the album, even before the album is done, to sort of get a vibe on what he wants to do. We kind of let him, let the music sort of guide him and where he wants to go artistically. And that's what it did in the case of this album and the artwork for it. And so it's always amazing to see, after he sort of listened to the music and digested it, to sort of come back and like, this is the artwork I'm thinking, what do you guys think? And it's always just sort of amazing to see. So he's obviously a true artist and is also, influenced by the music and how it makes him feel emotionally and how that sort of comes out through him in his art.
Oh, definitely. And The Surface Seems So Far is like you got the girl going up towards the surface. Is there any meaning behind that, or is it just a cool name and artwork, or what's the go there?
I think, we kind of leave it to however you would like to interpret that,
Fair.
I don't know, maybe for me, it could be that, we sometimes really struggle things in life, relationships, people, toxic,
Yeah.
not toxic, that weigh us down. And it seems like we can just never get our head above water to get a breath, to get a break. I mean, that's just my sort of, but I think anybody could take it for what they interpret it as.
Yeah, it's open to perception sort of thing. I absolutely love that right there, man. And like
Yeah.
the illusion lyric video is cool too, with Sean's artwork throughout there, man. That's very sick. I sort of get the feel that you guys have got that sort of horror thriller background, sort of inspired with the things that you do with your previous videos in like Let You Down and What Would You Do? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think, a lot of things encompass, I don't think, there's just one dimensional, so to speak, musically. We had a heavy side to us, a dark side. We also have a very melodic side. And so we've done videos with a lot of humor too, right?
True.
Fake It, country song, Same Damn Life, we're all dressed up as old guys having fun.
Yeah,
And we're real, we're human beings, and we have issues and emotions we all go through. We like to have fun and cut up and laugh just to keep our sanity. And I think that makes up the band too. But yes, there's definitely sort of a dark tone, a heavy thing that comes out. And, usually the artwork corresponds stylistically with the song. And obviously something like Illusion sort of lended itself to that. So yeah, I think what Sean did was very cool.
Yeah, super cool. And it's kind of getting to that time of the year, John, that sort of Halloween type of year where we're talking about, horror thriller type things. I was going to say, is it celebrated much in South Africa, or is that?
Well, here in the States, yes, absolutely. Yeah, we celebrate Halloween, and I'm a big fan of the holiday. We have a lot of fun. I just went to see the new Beetlejuice movie personally, with my family.
Oh, was it good?
Oh, it was great. It was really good. You hear kind of mixed, but I love Michael Keaton, and I thought it was a really, I just sort of a nostalgic thing as well, because I remember seeing that movie originally and how much I loved it. So it was so cool to see this sort of this Beetlejuice 2. So it's I had a lot of fun. So I'm already getting prepped for the holiday, for Halloween, and that, I love it. It can start earlier, in this case, a couple months before, the day.
Yeah, no, I love that right there, man. So do you have like a go-to horror movie for this type of time of year?
Well, that's good. I have two kids, and they're older now, pretty much grown for all intents and purposes. And I turned them on to a lot of old school horror movies, nothing gore or anything. So I don't know if you're familiar with an old movie from the 50s called Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, definitely.
And that guy, that character that just half alien, half fish, whatever he is, just sort of freaked me out and made me feel uneasy. So every Halloween, that was like one of the movies, and my boys to this day love it. A lot of their friends don't even know the movie. They're like, what is that? And my youngest son, in fact, has the creature tattooed on his arm. He just
really? There you go.
Much. Yeah. So, that's like one movie. I love those sort of, not gore so much, but that sort of thriller sort of thing that can spook you without so much as being literal.
Yeah, awesome, man. And we've got a fair bit in common there. I guess all music related people do. You're a big time vinyl collector as well, right?
I am. I'm a huge vinyl fan, and I grew up with vinyl, and and got back into it pretty seriously again. Gosh, man, 7 or 8 years ago, and I love it.
Oh, well, so I was going to ask then, John, like, what would be your absolute go-to? I saw that you've got like one of the original pressings of Metallica's Kill 'Em All, which is crazy. Would you say your most prized possession is vinyl-wise?
Oh man, that can be a tough one. It kind of changes depending on what day you catch me. But I would say I'm a big Beatles fan. And in the U.S. was an album released called Yesterday and Today, and the original cover for that had them. It was sort of, not black humor kind of art. They're in butcher smocks, right, with baby dolls and raw meat. You might have seen the photo session. Really kind of a weird image, and they pressed up, several 100,000 copies. And it was absolutely banned, and the label took them back, destroyed a good part of them, and then in some cases, to save money, they put a different photo, a different cover over that. So they're called second state butcher covers, and back then they released in mono and stereo. So I have one of each, and that's like something I chased forever. So it's the Beatles butcher cover, and I love those.
That'll be worth a bit of money too, yeah, John.
Yeah, you have to be. In my case, I'm very picky about condition, and I've turned some down before getting the ones I had because I wanted them to be very clean and in a certain condition, and I'm definitely picky that way. So yeah, I think, but more than monetary value, just the thrill of finding them and chasing them down and finally adding them. I mean, that was, it's great. You look at it and then you kind of put it on your shelf, but it's the thrill of the chase, and that's what I love.
Oh, I love it there, man. And you guys are hitting the road with Skillet very soon as well. Yeah. You were here a couple of years ago, I believe, in Australia. I didn't get the chance to catch you. Is there any words of coming out with the new album our way?
I certainly hope so. Nothing definitive yet, just this U.S. run so far, but I really want to come back. I loved touring over there, and it's been too long.
Oh, yeah, fingers crossed something happens, man. And so right before I let you go, I want to what sort of life outside of music for you, outside of the vinyl collecting, I guess?
Yeah, I'm a family guy, right? I've got 2 kids. They're older now. One is grown and is actually getting ready. He'll be married in November. And yeah, my younger one is in college, and he's home with us. But I love my family, man, and I'm very fortunate. My wife's amazing. She's allowed me to tour and do what I love to do musically, and then at the same time have this family. And she was always supportive. Hey, I know you got to go leave for 6 weeks, 11 weeks, 3 months, and it was always so supportive and allowed me to have these sort of 2 lives. And,
yeah,
she's an amazing woman, and so I catch up for the time I've missed and try to be a dad, best I can.
Yeah, that is amazing right there. Absolutely love it, John. Well, thank you so much for taking time out for us. The brand new Seether album is out now. It's called The Surface Seems So Far. Hit this man up on Instagram, John_Humphrey_official. Thanks again, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Good to talk to you.